Well, lead generation, being in the real estate business, we know what to do to lead generate. We have several ways that we do it automatically. Expired listings for sale by owners, withdrawn listings, past clients and center of influence. Those also work when you're starting to get into a short sale market. But then as you get into it, you find that there are massive amounts of people who really just don't know what to do. And in order to be a service to them, we have to be able to reach them. 95% of my short sales are successful. And that is something that is very important, but if nobody knows about it, it doesn't make any difference, right? So getting the word out is very, very important. I couldn't call every single person. I could try, but it would be easier to do something where I could pull them in to me. So I decided that I would do a seminar, and I would call it a stopping foreclosure seminar. I had a gentleman, and I still have him, who will take flyers out to 200 houses in a neighborhood, inviting them to a seminar on a certain day at a certain time. I have a loan modification specialist, a lender who can help them if they want to refinance, a bankruptcy attorney, and me. So they knew that they could come to that seminar, and it was free. Of course, one of the main things you want to have on that flyer is free seminar. So on the flyer, it says, come to this website and register for the seminar. Or I also do a conference call that's basically the same seminar, and so I could have both of those things mentioned on the flyer. And when they register, I have an automatic email that goes back to them after they've registered that says, these are the things you need to bring for me to look at. So they bring a completed hardship package with them when they come to the seminar. And their seat is reserved, so I know who's coming, I know their address, I can do some research ahead of time, so I know their house, I know how far behind they are, I know the situation on who their lender is, and when they come, though I may not have them right in front of me at the moment, I can give them the information that they need. And the fact that they have come with a completed hardship package means that when they meet with me, I'm able to take their listing right then at the seminar. And that is my goal. They bring their hardship package probably 70% of the time, at least part of it. They'll call sometimes and go, I don't know where this stuff is, And I'll say, so my assistant has a wonderful way of doing things. I'm known as the real estate doctor in my community, so I call her my PA. She's my physician's assistant. And so she'll say to them, look, don't fret about it. Whatever you don't bring, we can get later. Christine just needs enough information so that she can give you good advice. So bring what you can gather up. We have a 20-minute rule. Bring what you can gather in 20 minutes. Anything that you can't bring, we'll fix it later. I serve a very large area. So what I do is I kind of rotate areas. I'll have one in Modesto, I'll have one in Stockton a month later, I'll have one in Merced a month later, and then I kind of just rotate to the major areas that I serve. And it honestly takes about a month to kind of work all the people through, get their listings done, get them sold, get them in escrow, and starting the negotiation process. So that works out pretty well, about once a month. I've had as few as 2 people to a seminar, and I've had as many as 100. The question I think you might be asking is, what's your success rate? And like how many of them actually end up working with you? I would say conservatively 75%. I actually, at my seminar where I had the 100 people, I had my investors there. They bought 35 houses. I listed and sold 35 houses that day. The conference call is almost the same as the seminar, except I don't have other people participating, which actually is kind of easier. I can explain the loan modification thing. I can explain, the bankruptcy thing. So I just do a conference call. It's basically the same format. Of course, I don't have their hardship package, so I have to work harder on setting the appointment. It's more of a lead generation tool because I have to then have another follow-up appointment with them at the end. I do it on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 7 because American Idol is on at 8, and I want to be ready for that. So, so I know you're going to cut that. So 6:30, and it takes a half an hour, and then I have about a half an hour of answering questions. But the beauty about the conference call is, again, I've captured, they think they're totally anonymous. I've captured their number, I've captured their name, I've captured, I don't think it captures address, but I've got their name and number, and so all I have to do is call them back. I have a radio show called the House Calls with Christine Papworth, the real estate doctor, and it's a call-in show on talk radio, AM. It produces massive amounts of business for me. And so on the radio show, I mention all the time that I have this conference call they can call in for free. I give out my cell phone number. They can call me for free for advice, or the website. Every single person that you are dealing with knows 10 other people who are in trouble. The majority of my business, yes, comes from the radio show, but much of that is because I'm working with this person and they have 5 people that I'm working with. Because they all send me their people. And that is critically important. If they're happy with you, if they feel like you have their best interest at heart, you make sure, as they tell us in every coaching program in the land, make sure that you work with your current clients to say, who do you know that I need to help right now? Because everybody they know is in trouble, depending on your marketplace. But in my marketplace, everybody they know is in trouble too. When everyone is in hardship, they're in pain. They are truly, truly in pain. They're losing their life stream many times. If you hit them with, hey, I noticed you got a notice of default, you know, come to me and let me see if I can help you sell your house, that is not going to work. You have to care more about them and about their successful move and moving on with their life than you care about you and how much commission you're going to make and how much work it's going to be. You have to care about them. If they feel you care and that you know what you're doing, they will do anything you say.